Right. We are finally ready. Apologies about the delay. Wasn't too bad, hopefully, though. Only like 5 minutes or so. It's not as bad as it's been sometimes. So that's good. All right. Oops. Do, do, do. What is this? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I see. That's fine. Um, yeah. Um. Since I'm late, I'm giving everybody else a chance to get to the stream. Not really fair that, you know, if I'm late, that I go, oh, you guys, you start right on time. Screw you guys. You know, it happens. I won't wait too much longer. I'm not gonna sit around all night or anything, but oh yeah, do this. Okay. So when we left off last time, we were in New Orleans. I did most of the stuff down by the docks. I think the only thing I need to figure out still is I got the tome book, whatever it was, from the table from the voodoo person, guy, girl, I don't remember. Anyway, where they said return it when you're done. I don't know what that means. Like, when are we done with that? I don't know. And it looks still like that side quest has not been completed. So, and if I was going to go on one of the carriages or whatever, right, and travel to, downtown Narlands, it says that I will not be able to return. So I don't think I'm going to be able to complete that side quest if I go. So I need to figure out how to finish that before we can move on. And that, um, interesting. Not really sure exactly. Like, how I make sure, or like, I don't know exactly what I need to do to make sure that gets completed. I'm not I'm not sure. So, um nope, I don't want that. There we go. That's right. All right, I think that's been enough time. Let's go ahead and get into the game. It'll be whatever. It's fine. If people show up, then great. And if not, that's fine too. I do still need to figure out. I don't know. I'm trying to think where I'm gonna search to find that or to complete that side quest. Like, where I need to go in the docks area to finish it. I think I tried to talk to what was her name? The woman with the couple of dogs. What do they call her? It was like some insect name or something, right? Not grasshopper. Something. Locust? No, I don't remember. And I tried having Sherlock talk to her, and he said he something basically was saying that he wasn't interested or wasn't going to talk to her anymore right now or whatever. And I already talked to. So I don't remember the guy's names. I don't remember any of the characters' names. Um, the guy who said he thought he was under a curse and he'd been dragged to the side of the water and so on. So whatever his name is, I talked to him again already and finished the dialogue with him, going back to him. So we have. Okay, so. Yeah, Samdi offered a look at his book. Book describes the properties of various herbs. Thick old book filled with notes on rites, spirits, and symbols. A significant part of the book is devoted to various herbs, their descriptions, and their properties. Can't do anything with this other than pin it. So That's a harbor master's office. Who would know about herbs, I wonder? We already did the collection of the wanted posters. My initial thought is to go back to the, what is it called? Fisherman's Quarter. But I'm actually thinking that's not what I wanted. Did I not really? We'll go around here. Now I can.
Can I ask you a question?
No, I've not heard about that. Sorry.
Is this familiar to you?
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
And these are just artisans, but one or someone in here might know something about herbs, maybe. Maybe.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, I've not heard about that. Sorry.
No, I've not heard about that. Sorry, little whiny boys.
Could you help me?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
And this gentleman.
Are you able to help me?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
So no is the answer. You did not say the other thing, just no is fine. And I can't interact with a cat to pet it or anything, right? I like to pet animals as I go if they're not aggressive, of course. Generally, but...
May I ask for your assistance?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
You?
Can I ask you a question?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Excuse me, just one question.
What makes you think I can be of any help?
I didn't necessarily think that they could help. I just, didn't know. By the general store, maybe? Probably not.
Could you help me?
I'm sorry. You should search for answers somewhere else.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I can go in the store, right? Yeah. Is there anything else like an herbal something or other, something on the street? I don't know. White Shipline Shipping. There's the auction house is coming up, I think. Or maybe not. I don't know, actually. Can't ask that person anything.
Locked. No one's here.
Probably no.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I know a lot, but not this.
Assuming this is also no? You can't even talk to him, okay. So there's food and stuff here, so maybe somebody knows herbs, I don't know.
Is this familiar to you?
I'm sorry. You should search for answers somewhere else.
Okay.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't wish to be rude, but I don't have a clue about this.
Do you know anything about this?
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Do you know anything about this?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Yeah. May I ask you something?
No, I've not heard about that. Sorry.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
No, first I've heard of it.
Could you help me?
I'm sorry. You should search for answers somewhere else.
I don't remember this versus Lunacy St. Rhodes. I don't remember where the quest, the current quest something is. I think this doesn't have it like that. You just have to... where are we? Where this, right? Was on death. These are the different leaves. And then these for devotion, I guess, something. Field meeting with the spirits. Vive Sinus place will locate him. Locals seem to respect Somni despite him being a little strange. Helps people with their health problems. Infusion of these herbs, the effects of the infusion are solace, mollification. If you don't believe me, read this book. The answers you seek. So maybe I pin this and talk to Cole, or I do the book. Although I think I already did the book, but or I do the book and talk to Cole. Maybe let's go down there and see. He's on the right here once we get into the... Oh, on the opposite side actually. We have to go around. That's fine. Whoa, hi. That was an interesting perspective shift. Fortunately, it didn't throw me off enough to make me fall in the water. Although I don't think in this game I can, but still. Okay.
There's nothing you can do about it. Death is hanging over me.
Neither of those. How is it that I still can't...
Don't tarry, Cher. Lest skeeters get to you. Your man is from the French Quarter. The locals in town can get you there.
Yes, it's neither of those for her. Yeah, I don't remember. Not remember where, or I remember? That's nothing to do with remembering. I don't know where I go to talk to somebody who could tell me more.
Do you know anything about this?
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure I did this already.
Could you help me?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
Okay. See, the thing is, I don't know... I don't have any Mind Palace stuff for this.
Could you help me?
So...
Don't be angry with me, sir. But I don't know.
So I don't know what else I can do, because there's no...
May I ask you something?
No, first I've heard of it.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, first I've heard of it.
Hey, Monmouth, welcome.
Excuse me, just one question.
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
So I'm just trying to finish up this Samedi quest, or Cole quest, or whatever you want to say, where Cole took some herbs or something and got ill and almost got himself drowned the previous night. This is a side quest thing, but if I move on, like if I try to take transportation to downtown, I will basically lose the side quest. It's not the end of the world, but I'd like to finish it before I go. So I got the book here from him telling us that he had... Yeah. Actually, I don't know for a fact, but I think that comes from the influence of French right by us. I mean, I realize, like, France is just across the channel from Great Britain, but it is separated by a considerable natural boundary, right? But in the United States, the French had settled New Orleans and Louisiana and all of that other land. So there are all these French names, even in like Washington State. Like I'm from near Seattle originally. There are in the Seattle area, there are places. Well, like so Washington State kind of goes like this, and then there's like this dip, and then a little hook, and then the land comes down. That dip is a type of water body called a sound, and it's called the Puget. Nowadays we say Puget Sound, but it's Puget, P-U-J-E-T. Sorry, P-U-G-E-T. Puget, P-U-G-E-T. There's a Des Moines. There's one in Iowa too, but I mean there's Des Moines in Washington State, a bunch of stuff like that. So there's the French there, and the French in the area of Louisiana, right? And then we also, just north of the Great Lakes, is Quebec and Ontario, both of which have a strong French influence. So we had enough French influence, I think, that just over time, the kind of blending of the British English and the French spoken in the area, some of the things we adopted. We only partially adopted them because the influence wasn't total, but we adopted some of those, I think. I think that's the reason, probably. So in French, an H is silent. Like, you know, like your example. Hotel, we say hotel in English, right? But in French, it's hôtel, right? Even though there's an H, the H is silent. So we adopted kind of some of that Frenchish stuff from that. And it's not just... I mean, British English has some of that. Why is H-O-U-R not pronounced hour? Right? That's probably similar kind of... Because in French, H-E-U-R, the H is silent. So, hour, it's basically the same spelling almost. The O and the E is the only difference. So, anyway, so I just more, like, lesser or greater amounts of French influence, I think, is the reason for some of those words having a silent H versus not. It is an oddity. It is, you know, this is why I've told people multiple times, like, especially if there's like an ESL situation, like English as a second language, when people are trying to learn spelling, if I'm like, either I'm teaching English as a second language or I'm helping somebody who's struggling with it or whatever, when I'm talking about spelling, I'm letting them know spelling is one of the most difficult aspects of English because our rules are inconsistent, because they're influenced by multiple languages that each have their own separate rule set. Honest and then home. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. So, it is what it is. You know, it's an oddity. I will definitely give you that. It's very strange that we do that. Nobody knows anything about this stuff from Mr. Somebody.
Do you know anything about this?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
I don't know what. So, I don't. Maybe you can help me figure out what the game wants me to do with
Excuse me,
this.
just one question.
What makes you think I can be of any help?
So we have in our notes here. Okay, this was the whole Cole, the guy Cole that we talked to. He had these different things. Right, he had these that he used, herbs, in his, and here was the recipe, okay? But this is Cole's testimony, but then this is right here is from Mr. Samdi, who's a known voodooist. He got his recipe from this guy. And so when we went to where he was located, like where his, his table or whatever set up normally, he wasn't there, but he had a letter that basically told us, you can borrow my book. It has notes on rites and spirits and symbols. Significant part is devoted to various herbs, their descriptions, and their properties. And then he just said, look, if that book is in the wrong hands, bad things can happen. So if you could return that back to the table when you're done using it, that'd be great. I don't have anything in Mind Palace to try to connect for this side quest. So I don't know. These here, right? Search this in the archives. Oh, space? Oh, maybe I've been doing that. I forgot that I have this. Let me try this. Maybe this will help. Okay, green leaves. 1/2 to 2.5 inches in diameter. Whoops. 1/2 to 2.5. We'll do that. Smell a slightly sour odor. I completely forgot we had this. This is probably what I was supposed to do. Trifoliate. Strawberry leaves are an effective remedy to improve appetite and normalize digestive processes. Strawberry, yeah. Teas and infusions with strawberry leaves have a positive effect on the work of the heart, help lower blood pressure. And they help lower blood pressure. They have a mild analgesic effect. Okay. So now I will do this in the archives. Large white flowers. They're white. 4 to 6 inches. Trumpet shaped. Probably odor. I don't really see trumpet shaped in there. Smell. Strong sweet. Jimsonweed, also known as devil's snare, is a potent poisonous plant. In case of poisoning, Jimsonweed causes dry mouth, speech and swallowing disorders, dilated pupils, impaired near vision, fear of light, delirium, hallucinations, and agitation. Severe poisoning is characterized by the loss of orientation and sharp mental arousal. Does this sound familiar? Loss of orientation, he wasn't sure where he was, and he sharp mental arousal, or he thought he had visions of this Loa, the Loa of death, coming to visit him. Hey, Mr. Random, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so that's that, and then I need this last one, F, or no, space. Hey, Silhouette, welcome. Okay, I think we figured out, while Monmouth was on the stream, I started doing this, I think we figured out how to finish this whole Cole thought the Loa of death was coming after him and stuff. Doing pretty well. I'm enjoying playing this so far. I play stuff blind, so I don't know what's going on, and I like to keep it that way. Just figure it out if I can on my own. So that's fine. But yeah, I'm enjoying trying to figure this out and the whole setting and stuff. We're now in New Orleans. If you had not seen on the stream by location or whatever. Yellow flowers with pointed leaves. Okay, plant with alternate elliptical pointed leaves. Petiole, there we go. Yellow flowers. Yeller. Small numerous baskets less than an inch in diameter. Probably will work. Yeah. Goldenrod, perennial herbaceous plants from the Asteraceae family. Goldenrod has a strong diuretic effect. Is used for indigestion, rheumatism, and is a general anti-inflammatory property. All right, so this I'm going to talk to Cole about this.
Sir? Cole, where are these herbs from?
I bought them from Zora. Her stall is at the market near the port.
Okay, so we'll go over to talk to Zora now, I guess. I have not gone too far into it, but I already have 2 games that I'm planning on playing on the Halloween stream this year. So that'll be fun. Zora, huh? I don't remember the newspaper stall. I don't remember. Oh, is she maybe out by like near the pub, the tavern, whatever they're calling it here? Yeah, maybe. Is she in this? No.
Where you at, gentlemen? Here to enjoy yourselves?
Not that. I don't really think going inside and talking to everybody is going to be much help.
Help me, please.
What makes you think I can be of any help?
When you're just sitting there smoking, you could be some use instead of being a leech on society. I'm just saying. There's that, but that's mostly craft stuff. But I guess that is the way. There was food just past there. Maybe it's there. I'm not sure.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
You look clueless. That fashion sense is out the window. Yikes. See, our dress, but like, I mean, it's hitched way up and stuff. Who taught you how to clothe yourself, woman? We're moving away from the port, though, now. Market. They didn't say Chinatown, so I don't think it's that pair of streets that's down a little bit. It's gonna be maybe one of these guys who's also in the market or the general market area could give me something.
May I ask for your assistance?
No, I've not heard about that. Sorry.
Okay.
Excuse me, just one question.
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
Everybody's sorry instead of giving me
May
answers.
I ask you something?
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
I don't need your apologies, I just need information.
Is this familiar to you?
Sorry, mister. Can't help you. Ask someone else.
On the market near the port. Obviously not on, I mean, assuming not on top of the market. I don't see her in here among... Can't get inside here, right?
Yeah, I bet Zora will kill her. Did you see how she rushed there? Fearsome woman. Yeah, I'm afraid for them Chinese and for anyone who messes with her.
You're talky.
Is this familiar to you?
I'm bone tired. But yeah, I'll help you.
Zora went to the Chinatown market. She's wanting to start a fight with another herb merchant there. Zora's known for her quarrelsome temper, however. For the last few days, she's been unusually aggressive. Okay, well, so she will be in Chinatown, but we need to be there first. Excuse me. So sorry, and when I say so sorry, I don't actually mean I'm sorry.
Can I ask you a question?
I know a lot, but not this.
In the same place where she is, but maybe it's on the street over.
Are these herbs
Here we go.
fresh? And you dare call my products substandard?
Excuse me, are you Zora?
I am. What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have several questions, if you don't mind. You are selling herbs, is that right?
Do you want to buy something?
Not really. I wanted to ask if you have the herbs from this list.
Goldenrod, jasmine, strawberry. These are very common. I do sell them same as any other herb merchant.
I came here because Cole Seabrook mentioned you. Do you know him?
Unfortunately, yeah. He's my late husband's brother.
Have you heard of Jimson weed?
A poisonous plant, but it can help ease the pain if you know how to use it. Some believe you can use it to create a zombie, a willless slave.
Is that what you wanted for Cole? Or did you sell it accidentally?
Did Cole get what he deserved? Ha! The Loas heard my prayers.
So you admit it was on purpose?
I admit there's a higher power maintaining order and justice in this world, and Cole got what he deserved. I'm happy that it happened, but that doesn't mean I'm to blame.
Can I ask what caused such hatred?
The sheriff confiscated all our weapons, and then the disappearance began. William wanted one rifle, just one, to protect us. Cole was too eager to help, and as a result, my Will got a bullet in his chest.
How did Cole explain what took place?
He just walked away as if nothing happened. Cole is the reason I lost my husband, and he should pay for it.
Don't you want to know what really happened?
For me, it's clear. An innocent man would tell everything. Only the guilty remain silent.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I guess there you go. I'm assuming we just go back to Cole with that. Cole's brother William died recently. He's trying to retrieve his rifle that the sheriff had confiscated earlier. Didn't go out. William got a bullet in his chest. Yeah, it's because the sheriff is an overbearing piece of turd. We already learned this earlier with our interactions at the auction when it was Watson inside, John Watson. William Seabrook, Cole's brother. Yeah. Okay, so bit of running around for this one. Not too bad though, but yeah, so we'll go back to Cole. And confront him with this. I'm pretty sure he, well, first of all, was not guilty. He just felt really, I mean, he just lost his brother. So he's probably just like shell-shocked from losing him. And secondly, Cole probably hasn't talked to Zora since then. So the lack of communication has caused this misunderstanding.
Sir?
I've learned about your tragedy, Cole. My condolences.
Zora told you, didn't she?
Can you tell me what happened and why you feel guilty?
My brother died. I'm alive, and William is not. That's why.
Did you see who shot him?
It was the bloody sheriff. I swear I saw him smiling.
Tell me, what was the plan?
William had to get into the warehouse through the eastern gate, the one not far from the market on the edge of the railroad. I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
So what went wrong?
William went in, then came back with a rifle. I saw him jump off the crate, and then bang! He was lying there dead.
What happened next?
My heart stopped. I froze. Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats." And I woke up. I ran away. I had just one task, and I failed it. And for my mistake, the lower of death will come for me.
But near the eastern gates of the warehouse. Corner closest to the railroad. Go there and we'll use our mind vision thing probably to see clues, footsteps and whatnot about what happened. Okay, got railroad tracks here, and it says eastern gates of the warehouse near the market. Gun store, but that's not it. See, so that's the warehouse. But the eastern gates are going to be over this. Well, I don't know what's north and south and stuff. Yeah, no, the docks are north. So east is going to be over here. Yeah, so it's over here. That's right. Okay, so I guess I want to start doing this. See what shows up. Near the market. Closer over here. Does something show up? No, it says at the corner close to the railroad. We've gone way too far. It's got to be over here somewhere. Maybe she saw something? Maybe that's what we're trying to do?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't wish to be rude, but I don't have a clue about this.
No, she doesn't know. really seeing... Really? Corner closest to the railroad. Maybe that's not counted as the warehouse. Is it if we go down farther and then over here? So pianos and organs. Is this maybe the warehouse? Somewhere around here?
Could you help me?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
And then you get a barber shop and stuff, so that's not going to be a warehouse. That's big enough, but it doesn't really look like a warehouse. It looks more like an office building of some kind, or maybe... Maybe something for bigger even like an opera house or some such. So the notary, pawn shop. Where's the warehouse? Station. This is the warehouse is near the market too, and we're a ways from the market at this point, so I don't think this is the right. Keeping in that direction is probably not what we want to do. These are storefronts. That's not going to be a warehouse. Maybe down over here. Yeah, this is going to be it. Here we go. This is the warehouse, I bet.
The warehouse east in Gates. According to Cole, it all started somewhere near the barrels.
Near the barrels. Where are the barrels? Over here. Chewed leaves and tobacco.
Chewed tobacco. That's the spot.
I hid behind the barrels. I was on the lookout.
He's hiding behind there. He's looking this way. So we assume his brother went over here.
An oily handprint. The substance has solidified. I assume that this is cosmoline with which the gun was lubricated.
William went in, then came back with a rifle.
Blood.
William was shot here.
I saw him jump off the crane and then bang! He was lying there dead.
The bullet went through him, and based on its velocity and mass, I would say the shooter was no more than 35 or 40 feet away. The sheriff stood here. Cole had no chance to spot him approaching.
That's a terrible choice of position, and it cost his brother his life.
Then the sheriff yelled, "See if there are more rats!" And I woke up.
And what did Cole do?
Well, damn.
This lamp did not leave William a chance to go unnoticed.
Panicked and froze.
My heart stopped. I froze.
Nubian Prince man was
Cole
running.
sought safety in flight.
Now I see why Cole thinks he deserved it. He simply left his brother behind.
He did not have much of an option.
Sad.
I think Zora would like to know about this.
She's still in Chinatown fighting with the other merchant? Maybe. Not this one. The next one should be the street that we want. Oh, she is no longer here.
The crazy one is gone. Look for her somewhere else.
Oh no! Did she go after Cole? Suck. I'm pretty sure she went after Cole. Damn it. Well, that bites. Hopefully Cole's not dead when we get there.
Death is hanging over me.
I don't see Zora currently. So that's good that she's not here, but that does beg the question, where is she? I wonder if she went back to her herbal shop. I wouldn't have thought so. I would have thought she'd still be all angry and aggressive, but maybe not.
Could you help me?
I know a lot, but not this.
Aren't you Zora? Maybe it's just they reuse the same character model. No, I don't think they all look alike. I think that's literally the same model. 'Cause I know people take stuff out of context and just make assumptions nowadays. I hate that crap. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. Because you're not an idiot. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. What is that? Strawberry leaves. Tobacco leaves. Oh, just those two? There's a third spot over here, but I guess this is part of that. Okay. See, it looks like there's 3 different types of leaves here. Strawberry leaves. Tobacco leaves. I guess we're not going to make note of anything else. Okay, anyway. Oh, there we go. Up there. Those are the others, right? Dried goldenrod, yeah.
What do you want?
Do I want to say they share blame, or Cole's just not to blame? I mean, in some ways, Cole is a little to blame because he did choose. Well, I don't know if he chose or if William chose his spot for him. But the hiding spot was bad. But other than that, it's not really. He's not really to blame. That's. But they also went to steal. Even if they thought they were justified in having the rifle. Let me just go with this one.
I know you are angry at Cole, but you must know that he is not guilty of your husband's death. I was at the warehouse and I saw it all myself. The sheriff shot William and Cole couldn't prevent it, not even at the cost of his life.
Why did Cole survive then? And how did he return unwounded?
He had no chance of stopping the sheriff, but he found himself unnoticed. All he could do was run or die.
That jackal sheriff. Perhaps you're right. I didn't want to kill Cole. It's just too painful to know that he's still around while my Will's dead.
You can mourn with Cole. Forgive him if you can.
I'll need some time for that.
So now I think we just go back and tell Cole. I think that'll finish it off. Can you, like, Watson? Honestly, you're great sometimes, dude, but sometimes you're in my way. Just saying. Not to be cruel about it, but I mean, come on. He's like boxing me out so I can't leave the market area.
Sir?
I have good news. No lowers are coming for you. You were poisoned.
What?
Zora sold you Jimson weed instead of jasmine. That was the cause of your hallucination. She wanted revenge.
It doesn't change anything. Look, the lowers were guiding her. I deserved it.
I went to the warehouse and I know what happened. You are not guilty of William's death. You had no chance of stopping the sheriff. Your only choice was to run or die.
That was my purpose as a brother. But I failed William. I'm a coward. I ruined 2 lives in one evening, including Zora's.
I spoke with Zora, and she forgives you. Now is the time to forgive yourself.
Thank you, sir. I'll try.
Aww. Happy ending to the case. Yay. Yeah. So Zora is not going to kill Cole. Take some time, but then she'll forgive him, and then they can mourn William together. Cole's not going to just, like, drown himself in sorrow all the time and assume he's guilty of his brother's death and all that. That was a good outcome. I like that. Okay. Now we're going to get our asses over to wherever it is. Downtown New Orleans, whatever the place is called. Something Square or something, I don't remember. I've never been to New Orleans myself, so I don't know any place around there. I can only assume this is all authentic. This is a video game, I'm assuming it's not. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't know the difference. Even the statue, I have no idea. I think I've actually seen footage of New Orleans. I think that statue is there, actually. But I don't know any of this other stuff. Okay. Let me just double check. Make sure we got it all passed off, right? Yeah. All 10 are found. Got the resolution for Cole. Yeah, we have these missing persons posters. I don't know how those tie in, but I'm assuming those are evidence we're gonna get, or we're gonna use in the course of this. You make it worse. Whatever. You're wrong, Zilluel. Alright. Let me save it. The off chance there's something I missed, then I can come back, but I don't think I'm gonna need to. Alright, yeah.
Got a spot in mind.
French Quarter, and get us there fast.
French Quarter. That's what we're looking for. I know it's not downtown, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know places. Hell if I know. We've got whole bunch of suits, apparently. I don't know. Ooh, let's go with Manly Man. And what goes with that? I don't really think any of these go with it, except for maybe just how you are with no hat. Alright, sure, we'll go with that. And then Watson, we'll make you look like a clown. There you go. Have fun with that, brother. Seems likely that the jewel seller who sent a telegram to the Edelweiss Institute, A, was Mr. Arneson, a rich man who resides in the French Quarter. Alright, and I guess we can just ask people as we go.
Got a spot in mind.
Actually, I'm not sure yet.
No, we have no spot in mind. I don't know. I guess it's just default for later or something.
You know, Watson, the opulent mansions and stifling heat remind me of my time in the Mediterranean.
Cordona does sound rather magical. Do you think you shall ever return?
I don't know. That place was home to some of my greatest memories and some of my lowest moments.
This dude looks like he could be on, like a Bollywood actor or singer or something with the super exposed chest. He sees little sprouting chest hairs to go along with it.
May I ask for your assistance?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you.
Let's see, Mr. Arneson's mansion has a large gate adorned with bison.
I know.
Bison? Yeesh. Tacky. Jeez. No sense of style much? The bison's there. I don't know if we're gonna get more, just...
May I ask for your assistance?
Don't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything more with this piece of evidence of God. Just need to find the place with super tacky bisons on the gate. Why would you do that? Bisons are beautiful animals, but on a gate? That just does not... That screams bad taste. There we go, bisons. Yeah. Still not a fan. I was thinking it was on metal gates. This is marginally better, but still not great. I don't know if there's anything else we're going to find out here. We'll just really quickly... Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Lord
Yep.
help me.
The super tacky thing I expected. Bisons on the metal gate. Perfect. And again, it's as tacky as I imagined. No worries, good sir. We won't be asking about bones this time, so answering will not make you tired then.
Excuse me, miss. Are you all right? What is your name?
Eula, sir.
Waiting for someone, Eula?
Yes, sir. My brother Davy. He works for Mr. Arneson in that mansion yonder. Been 5 days now since I last heard from him.
Come now, why all the tears?
Something happened to Davy. I feel it in my bones.
Do you think he may have left the premises?
No, sir. Davy, he ain't like you and me. He's smart in some ways, but he can't talk. Not a word. He's pure and kind.
Fear not. We will look for your brother. One presumes this gate is locked. Is there any other way inside?
There's another entrance through the stables you could try. That's where I meet Davy normally, but I couldn't get in. See, I couldn't find the key. It wasn't in its usual spot. Please hurry, sir. Find him for me.
Damn, dude. I really hope Davy was not at Edelweiss Institute. We already saw that it was too late for him. I really hope that's not the case. The Horror at the Door, Chapter 5. Dum, dum, dum. Arneson's Mansion. Alright, let's...
No way in.
It didn't there, and that's fine. Sometimes those little bits there will give you like a single point on that track that gets you to like unlock a new outfit or whatever. So I figured I'd see if there was something that I could get. Oh, hey, yeah, here. Strong locked from the inside. sunlight going in. I thought for the second it was the edge of the green circle. Often used
I
traces...
rather wish my lockpicks had not been lost in the river, along with all our clothes, books, tea.
Oil as well. Steel sturdy intact. So this Watson's circus costume makes horrifying scenarios different. Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, let's make you look like a clown, brother. Bogged down here for a long time. So nothing with that. Else in the area. That's probably where that's probably the usual spot she looks for the key. Where she said it was no longer where it normally had been. See anything around there? Oh, here we go, more. Broken stems, chipped edge. Okay, and this. Heavy, covered in dust.
This must be the key to the stables.
So I didn't say anything earlier, but I hope if you happen to still be watching, I hope you're doing well, Mr. Random. Even think to express that to you before, so I apologize about that. It's breathing, so that's not a dead horse. That's good.
Mr. Arneson's cab is still here. Cayenne pepper. Half empty. Or as Watson would say, half full.
Cayenne pepper, huh? Well, the British don't know how to pronounce stuff that comes from America, apparently. Cayenne. Not cayenne.
Poor animal has been suffering for days.
It's dehydrated, Holmes. Without water, it will die.
The way I can get it water is... I don't see any water out here. Don't know how I'm gonna do that. If I can find a way to get water to the horse, I will. You know me, my soft spot for animals and innocent things like children and stuff. There's no way, if I can help it, I'm gonna let that thing just die, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I don't find something, there's nothing I can do, obviously. Well, that's Watson. The second I thought it was a tree, and there were like little green things on the tree. I was like, what the what? But no, it's Watson. Never mind. Oh, is this well maybe over here? It'd be nice if I can. I don't know how I'm gonna move water over there, but we'll find out. Oh yeah, there's a bucket.
This might be useful.
Yeah. Let's get the horse some water, man. So there's literally no... Okay, either Arneson doesn't care or doesn't pay attention Because otherwise he'd know his horse is in serious trouble.
At least that's one life saved.
Hey, boy. Or girl. I don't know. I'm not going to check you out down there to know. Good. You're going to survive. Good. Okay, let's proceed. I think that's it for this. I don't need to do any more water. The trough is full. Oh, but there's this. What is... Why is there... Is that blood? If this were a normal farm, I could say like chickens or something that might make more sense, but I don't know. This is more of, I mean, it's a farm kind of, but this is more of an estate, not really farm all that much. I'm suspicious about that. It does not seem like that is something I should be finding at a place like this. No seeing that way. Just random stuff that's fallen from the tree, nothing, not a huge... Oh, this maybe. This... Hang on. No, maybe not. That might come up later, though. Goes out to the swamp. Let's do that later, but that's interesting. Can't go up into the gazebo now. Nothing really in the periphery of the yard, as far as I could tell. It's pretty much just, you know, go out for a jog type stuff. The sudden rustling of the leaves to try to make it seem like there's something going on there, but there's not really. I think this is back where we were earlier, yeah. So now on the upper path. Nothing there. No. I guess that's just sunlight. Just looks a little odd because of the vision, the color that the vision mode or whatever gives you. Oh, here we go. Shoes. From the swamp. Interesting. So he's doing stuff in the swamp recently. He or somebody that visited him. Whichever.
Size 10. The owner's footprints were shallow. Size 10. The heels were sinking into the ground. Look here, Doctor. 2 sets of footprints left by the same person, yet they vary in depth. What do you conclude?
Perhaps they arrived empty-handed, but left carrying something heavy.
Precisely. We'll make a detective of you yet, Watson.
He's like, you're not on my level, but you're not too bad. Just Watson's. Oh yeah, that was from earlier. I thought something showed up. Peripheral vision caught. Must have been on the stream itself, not in the chat. Okay. I don't know if there's gonna be anything else along any of this stuff. Let's just double check really fast. Kind of have my doubts though. What if there's something on the porch on the other side? Let's run over there really fast. Investigate the porch. And then if there's nothing more, then we'll go knock on the front door. Don't think we want to walk in the back door. Very possibly cannot anyway. So, okay. Now we got this.
There's blood here.
And he was carrying something heavy. I don't know what that possibly could be. I'm assuming it can't be a body or something. It would never be that.
Ah, do you smell that, Holmes? Something bad happened here.
I know. Be prepared for anything.
Oh. I guess we're not going to try the front door. Okay. Maybe we will. Hang on. We'll see if he has anything to say if we go to the front door. I don't know. If we enter from the back door. If there is somebody alive in there still, that could be very bad. Like, they might be upset with us, right? I don't know if this game would do an end game with something like that, but maybe.
No way in.
Oh, okay, so it's got to be the other way. Fine. Nothing on the side here, right? Yeah, no. Oh, okay. Well, there's more death in here. That's not awesome.
Watson, would you please lend me your medical expertise?
I'll do my best. An enormous blow shattered her ribcage. Blooded, broken nails. The poor woman tried to put up a fight. Extremely sharp and deadly. A wound like this could only be dealt by a man of incredible strength.
And cruelty. Why does it look so familiar?
All these occasional Cthulhu references showing up.
T for 2. An odd glimpse of normalcy amid the horror. A used kitchen towel.
So I said mud with peat and dried up. Okay. Door with a horse symbol.
Someone smaller walked over these boot prints. The candle was burning when it fell. A trail of wax leads to the door.
Trail of
A few
dust,
drops
blood
of blood,
droplets.
but not from a mortal wound.
Letter from Locksmith. Mr. Arneson, I'm happy to know you like the work carried out in your study room. It was a challenge and the most difficult job I've done. The lock was handmade to create the mechanism in accordance with your requirements. I added a magnetic bezel that must be activated to open the lock. As requested, it is hard to see the keyhole if you don't know where to look. Tell your friends about me. Thank you. J.G. Locke. Locke & Sons Locksmithery. Yeah, I'm not quite done. Got another couple spots of activity to find. All of that stuff, too.
I will need your help one more time, Doctor.
A deep stab reached the man's heart. Clean edges suggest a sharp blade, but the wound is too wide for an ordinary knife.
Also the cleaver? Maybe.
The hand can bend freely. Rigor mortis has passed. His corneas are already clouded. Hay on his trousers suggests a gardener or groom. This man has been dead for a week. The result of a sharp object piercing his heart.
You are mostly right, but I would bet he died 5 days ago. Heat and humidity will have accelerated the decomposition.
Oh, well, if you're just gonna crap on my expertise, Holmes, then I'm not gonna help you next time you ask, you douche. Hey, let me see what you make of this, Doctor. Oh, yeah, and my medical expertise. Yeah, you're an idiot. It's actually this. Oh, well, I'll lend my medical expertise next time when you ask me. No problem.
Mr. Arneson with his prey.
Holmes cracks me up sometimes. Even reading the books, I'm just like, dude, seriously, a little harsh there.
Someone was bleeding, but it doesn't look lethal.
Of course, he's not trying to be cruel or anything. He's just so matter of fact that he doesn't, pay attention to social niceties half the time. Which makes sense. That's his personality.
The bent end of this candlestick has blood on it.
Circular scratch marks, wax drops. It's almost certainly where the candlestick was before getting used. Okay. Burned paper. Burned note about telegram. Oh, apparently we have enough of it to make something. I thought it was just too destroyed. I've intercepted a strange telegram sent to Ashmat. It is utterly cryptic, and I cannot make heads nor tails of it. The mailman confirmed the telegram was definitely for Ashmat, so he must know what it means. And then the rest of the note is unreadable. Okay.
Burnt papers, now completely unreadable.
Someone was trying to get rid of evidence. Anything else? We already got the blood there. That's a bell room. I don't know what that's about, but there's a room with the horse and a room with the bell. Clearly going to be for two different groups of people, or individuals, maybe, not groups. Oh. Oh, right, this is back where we came from. I see. I see. Alright, so first, we're going to do this third? Nah, he wouldn't have had the cleaver already, would he? He would have grabbed it, I think. Maybe this one. Let me see what the next one is. The last one. Wait, what? How are those different? Okay, that... What's the previous one? Oh, an axe. Nah, there's blood on the cleaver, though. It's not going to be an axe. There's blood on the cleaver. We already looked at that on the crime scene. I think it's this one. Okay, and then what is this? Just casually pouring tea? Even though somebody just got killed? That seems weird. What's next? So she had tea with the gardener, and then the gardener left. The killer came in, took her out, and then moved over to the room where the gardener was? Maybe. Oh, there are additional dots under the third event. So I think we're missing some clues. I think that's what that's gonna say. Or gonna mean. Now we're too far. Okay, let's see. Alright, third is out in the hall. Whoops. I mean that. R for the next. Okay, so he comes in with a cleaver. Yeah. So he killed her and then came out this door marching this way with a cleaver. I think that's right, but I don't know. Let's see what else is going to show me potentially. Oh, was the other one with an axe? I'm not sure I know what the difference is. Let's see. Oh, and he's got the candlestick? I don't think he's got the candlestick already. I think he picks that up later. So no. I think no for 2. This is if he used the axe. Again, I'm pretty sure he used the cleaver. I don't think he had an axe from outside. Did we? I guess the other thing that we could do is go outside and look around at trees and stumps and whatever and see if we can find an axe that might be missing from there. That could then make the axe correct. Maybe. Okay, so we've got the axe. Or sorry, we've got a cleaver. We got a cleaver with a candlestick. We got an axe. We got an axe with a candlestick. Okay, I think we're missing a couple of things from here to be able to put things together properly. I don't know what. So he would have marched over this way? Could be. Because we go back outside again. Let me see if... I don't think there... They didn't look like there was anywhere that it would make sense for an axe to be, right? Like I said, most of this yard is this kind of thing. Like where there's a rake for raking up leaves and such. Not really a place where they do much chopping down trees. Of course, we've not been down here. Maybe there's more down here that will give us clues. Root almost ripped out. Okay. And more blood. Ooh, chopped off fingers. That's festive.
These fingers were severed with a single clean stroke, but I don't see the thumb or middle finger.
So the dude was like doing rock on, but he didn't quite get this finger down in time and then got them all chopped off, I guess.
Look, Watson, animal prints. I wonder what kind.
Those are probably some kind of lizard. I don't know what would live in the swamp here. A gecko, maybe? I don't know. I think geckos are somewhat moderate temperature, so the South in America could work. I don't know if they're really... I'm not sure what environment they live in, though.
Luxurious shoes, size 9.
Silent indent, palm print. Ah, shoes returning.
Boots, size 10.
Does this count as me drowning? I wonder. Started to get more and more dark on the edges. Interesting. The amount of dark kept growing slowly. This goes back over to here. Yeah, so just keep following this. Then that would probably not.
A scrap of silk, soft and elegant.
Blood loss, larger wound, waited a while. Don't see a... I still don't see an axe or anything, though. Oh yeah, look, there's a gator. I could probably get my ass killed if I stick nearby. That'll be fun. Sherlock is so focused on clues he doesn't see the gator come eat him.
More boot prints.
I don't think we're going to be able to get back in farther over. Let's go back here. And we just, whoops, did... Where did we go for the more boot prints? It was over here somewhere. I don't know. What? We literally had just been over there more. What the frick? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I hadn't been over as far as I thought. I know I've been closer to there because that one's facing me. But maybe I can't really get over any farther than that. Alright, no more over this way. There's that, but otherwise, I think that's it there too, yeah. Okay. Anyway, but I don't see an axe, which is the main reason to come out here anyway. In the first place, was to try to find an axe. I still don't see one. So I don't think they came with an axe. I didn't. Yeah, thinking through the evidence inside, I don't remember seeing an axe on the floor or anything inside either. There's the candlestick that got bent when they smacked it over the guy's head, the gardener's head or whatever. And there was the cleaver taken from the kitchen. I don't believe there was any axe used. Just make sure I didn't miss something over here in the early part where I really had done all that much wandering. Maybe something in the barn, something like a tool missing from the wall, possibly. Does not look like it though. If I go over here, there's nothing either. Yeah, I don't think I don't think there's an axe. That root, by the way, that was almost pulled up, I think that's they were dragging the body. Oh, I missed this.
More boot prints.
I think they're dragging the body and he got hung up on the root, and they were pulling like, why isn't it coming? Why isn't it coming? And kind of pulled the root up somewhat, and then finally saw it was stuck on the root and just manually pulled, like, you know, went close to where it was snagged and untangled it, and then pulled the rest of that, I think is what happened. Yeah, I did not see an axe anywhere, so I'm pretty sure that's not going to be a thing. Okay. So don't want this either. So this. Oh. I did the wrong way. I thought I was hitting R. I hit E. I think this is the one. So he killed her. Well, Gardner was having tea with her. Gardner left and went over this way into the living room. Guy came in from outside. Oh. He came in from outside, though, but he came in from this door. So how did that work? Gardner had tea with her. And then... somebody ever come in the front door? I don't have evidence of that. Of course, those are muddy boot prints, so he'd been outside since then. He might not have gotten dirty before coming in here. This over here is one. This is two. Well, that's one. How did that work? Why would you have T after you were attacked? That doesn't make sense to me. What were the other options here? Just that he threw an axe or he threw the cleaver, right? So why would that? Or... I could have thrown the cleaver, though. That's possible. I don't know. With an axe, maybe. With a cleaver, feels like you'd need specific training to be even semi-accurate with that strike. With the axe also, but axe is more of an outdoor tool, so you would likely be practicing outside with an axe. You would not. I don't think you'd really be practicing outside with a cleaver, though. But see, she's the same. How does this work? It's the same. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's the same woman, I think. Why would she have... So she probably didn't have tea, I guess. What was the other option? So he had tea with a compatriot? But why? I'm going to kill somebody, but then I'm psychotic enough, but also foolish enough to stay there and have tea after I've killed the cook. Damn, I'm really confused. I think that makes the most sense, but that's not number one. That's number two. I am so puzzled. I am not sure what's going on here. Okay. Something happened weird there. Who knows? Then I think he continued with the cleaver because cleaver was left behind. This one I think might be the axe, actually. He had a partner in his crime. This was 3 was here. So 4 is over here first. Cleaver plus the candlestick. If you grab the candlestick off of there, I guess the candle could have fallen at that point. Where's the candle? There. There's the candlestick is right there, though, and the one that's bent is over there. So I'm not sure. Startled dropped. I was saying this one was using an axe. Yeah. If I say he's using an axe, then he grabs the candlestick here. See, the fact that I have spots that have holes tells me I'm pretty sure I'm missing some information. But I don't know what. If there's more to be found over here, shouldn't I have... more show up as I search? Well, before I try to finish piecing this together, let's see what's upstairs. Not been up here yet. There's probably something up here to view. More details, maybe. A sword room. Interesting. Proves that Mr. Arneson had British blood. She was having tea while someone is cleaved for coming to dinner. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. There is... Okay, let's search the room that opened first. We'll move around as we go. Mansion crime scene. Oops.
Note the blade, Watson.
A curved dagger, probably of Persian or Indian origin. 9 or 10 inches, I'd say.
Interesting. So we're like cleaver and axe, and now we have a knife, a curved knife? What, did they just keep like rotating through the weapons?
Arneson and Davy seem to have got along well. He looks more like a son than a servant.
Is there anything on the back? Yeah.
Arneson and Davy, 1881.
Raccoon.
Fauna of Louisiana. Full of things that bite, no doubt.
Got Louisiana down to a T. New Pied Piper. Foreigners missing in New Orleans.
New Pied Piper. Foreigners missing in New Orleans.
Letter from L. Dear Errol, I do want you to find what you were looking for, but I can't deny that my misgivings are growing with each passing day. I fear the worst. I'm worried about you, about what you're doing. My heart stops when I think about where you look for your answers. I would have given them to you. I would have given anything so you might stop disappearing. Errol, please. You must stop. We have something beautiful together. Isn't that enough? I hope to hear from you soon. I love you, L. Yeah, this is the lizard. They had the big claw, like, prints and stuff. I believe that's the lizard we're looking for. Well, we're not looking for the lizard, but you know what I mean. Like the one that we saw prints of earlier.
I wouldn't give for a nice bath right now, Holmes.
Thanks. I mean, there's a tub right there. I'll keep searching for clues. If you want to take your time there, Watson, that's fine. I'll just come back when you're done. Just, you know, give me a shot when you're ready.
A dull book about local geology. Even I'd struggle.
That's a big fat ouch if Holmes isn't interested enough to read it. Letter from Lakofka. My dear friend, the boy's a genius. Lakofka, is he Russian? Yeah, maybe. Let's just assume that. My dear friend, the boy's a genius. Despite seeing a fraction of my formula, he created it and solved it. It is a function that young students have serious trouble with. Your Davy is a prodigy. What surprises me even more is that when I ask him any question, the boy writes answers and that are your direct quotes or mine. His memory is impeccable. I know you took the boy under your wing to take care of him, but I'm asking you to let me hold some lessons with him. I truly believe that with your help, this boy can shine and change the world. Lakofka. Yeah, it's filling out more, like, I don't know if you could see, but up above, that green sphere thing we get when we're trying to put a scene together, step by step. More gets added to that and for some of these clues that we're finding, so. Nope, just worn rug, I guess. Nothing to analyze there.
A dashing portrait of Mr. Arneson.
Nothing else in here. Does not really look like it. Yeah, all of those like black spots where we were missing something from the circle, and we had the tiny circles around. All of those are filled out now. So now we have more complete information. Still strange to me, though, that you've got friggin' tea and crumpets over here going on right after somebody died. But, okay, I guess. So obviously this would indicate, well, all three instances, all three versions of this. Because the woman is very, more detailed. The other is more like a stick person. That means it's an unknown assailant. She did not know this person at the time she was attacked. I am going to go with this because this does not automatically mean death right away. Maybe she was threatened, failed to deliver on do this or else, and then she was killed after. That's possible. So let's say that's the one for there. That's the only scenario. That type of thing is the only scenario I can see where that happens before and then there's tea after. I don't think, even if he had an accomplice, even if there were two of them, which I think there might have been, but even if there were two of them, we don't have any footprints going through this door into here. So I have no reason to think that the second killer entered this room. He could have entered from here, it's true, but I don't see a reason why he would have. Not that, and then they serve themselves tea afterwards seems weird to me. We're gonna leave that like it is because I don't think the other makes sense. It's possible, it just seems weird to me though if that's true. Because we have more possible weapons now, right? Because we saw the thing with the dagger up above. He came in with a knife. I think that, well, hang on. The knife was upstairs, though. But he wouldn't have had the cleaver because he would have had to come from outside or from the kitchen over here, and we don't have any evidence of that. He could have had an axe, but we have no evidence that an axe was taken out. It was taken from outside, or that an axe even was outside at all. We look at the tools in the barn, the small barn where the horse is. There's nothing there to indicate an axe was there. There are no stumps or no trees with, marks where the axe bit into the tree and took some wood away. None of that. So I guess we're going to assume they grabbed the dagger from upstairs. What's the next one with the candlestick? Yeah. And I don't think a candlestick happened. Okay. So we'll say this, I guess. I mean, just because this is unknown doesn't mean it's actually unknown. This might turn out to be Arneson who killed them because there was some secret he wanted kept and they refused or something. That's possible as well. This mud streak, I think, is after the fact. Dragging the body. So then he came over here. And so I don't have an option where he does. What's the other candlestick? I think this is right. I think this is just he grabbed the candlestick off of here. Well, he grabbed it, knocked it over. I'm not sure on this. Why the candlestick? What are the other options? So obviously, there's a cleaver and there's an axe. There's that he knocked something. I don't know where it would have been resting, though. But there's wax drag from here, so he might have come from there with this and then dropped it and then grabbed another one from there. I guess that's possible. There's either he's got a weapon or he doesn't have a weapon. But he wouldn't look like this if it was the dead guy over there. So I think this is right. Do that for now. Okay. And the next one here is what? Definitely not with the axe if we got the knife for the other. I think that's wrong. And then this. What's the one without? He's just does the candlestick? What? So this is just saying he was drunk and knocked something over? What is this in his other hand? Go all the way around, really, just to see. A pipe, I guess? Nah. I don't think that's right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because we see the bent candlestick as well. So he got smacked and fell, but it did not kill him initially. He had it's not a pipe, his cigar. He had his cigar lit here, got knocked, cigar fell over here. Also, there were papers that he had with him. Some of those burned up when the cigar fell and then lit them on fire. He got knocked over to here and then finished off with the knife, I think, because he had a slash or a slit also in his chest. Although here, interestingly, the guy sitting is not somebody familiar in any of the versions. So I don't know what that means. Why? Yeah, it's not going to be an axe, I don't think. Or a cleaver. Yeah, I think it's a knife. And then... I don't think we can keep going if we go outside. Where's the 5th spot? 2 in the kitchen. 3, 4, or not 5th, 6th spot. Oh, here. Oh, I had the order wrong. Oh. Yep. So this happened. Wait, and then this? And then how... Oh. He smacks him with the candlestick. This guy, the gardener or whatever, was over here and heard. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe. Dragging a pig? No, I think no. That's incorrect. What was the first one? It's not dragging a body. No, I think that's wrong. So I think this is... How the crap? Oh. Really? Watson, did you send it through a floor there a moment ago? Yes, he did. That's right. He totally did. So weird. Okay, let's see what's wrong. I'm sure something's wrong in here. This one. Here. This one. Okay, so maybe he came just with...
An intruder entered through the back door at night, leaving mud traces in the hallway. Without being noticed, they picked up a candlestick and struck the man in the chair from behind. In the kitchen, 2 people were drinking tea, the workman and cook. They were startled by the noise of a falling body and went to investigate the parlor. The workman tried to subdue the intruder, but was stabbed by the attacker's knife. Judging by the wound, it was a curved blade. The cook panicked and fled back to the kitchen. The intruder followed, but since their blade was stuck in the workman, they used the meat cleaver on the table to kill her. Someone smaller arrived and discovered the carnage. They dropped the candlestick in horror and ran for safety to a room down the hallway. Meanwhile, the intruder returned to his first victim and dragged their stunned body away from the fireplace and out into the garden.
Well, that's a lot of damn. That sucks. Got super hyper aggressive with everybody. Arneson should be at home, but if the body that was dragged was Arneson, then obviously that's a problem. There's an animal near the severed fingers. Left paw prints. Okay. Animal weighs about 12 pounds. Severed fingers had been nibbled on Bite marks and line of the jaw being relatively small, suggesting vermin or a small dog. I think reptiles. Small paw prints. How many fingers were there? I don't remember. Let's say even-toed. About 12 pounds. Oh. Let's actually get rid of this. No information. We don't know that it was a reptile. Raccoons, right. We saw the lizard thing earlier, and I was focusing on that so much, but we also did see the thing on raccoons. The increasing number of raccoons in urban areas has provoked diverse reactions in humans, ranging from hostility at their presence to concerned care. This is chapter 13, raccoons. Close proximity to humans results in behavioral changes in how raccoons live and interact with people. For many generations, humans and raccoons have developed an invisible ecosystem that the animals now rely upon when finding food. Raccoons are fond of stealing food from local households. They typically nest inside tree cavities, fallen and dead logs, and other secure and isolated places. Raccoons usually do not prey on domestic cats or dogs, but isolated cases of attacks have been reported. The majority of attacks are as a result of rabies that can afflict raccoons. To protect your household against raccoons, you might consider certain strong scents. Spicy smells can be used as an easy and effective raccoon repellent. A small box of cayenne pepper mixed with a gallon of water provides quite a powerful mixture to repel wild raccoons. Spray this pepper solution around your plants, bushes, and other vegetation. If you're trying to deter raccoons from prowling your chicken coop, spray around the perimeter as well. If you don't have cayenne pepper, Epsom salt is a good alternative at just 15 cents per brick. Okay. Yeah, whoever this is, this guy here, this is the guy I think who killed him, or somebody stole his knife from him, or the person's maybe from the same background as this man and so has a dagger like him. Something along those lines. Horrors of the Arneson Mansion. That's freaking messed up, dude. Damn. What happened to Davy? We have letter from Lukovka. Oh, all three of these. That's right. All three of these are this. Davy retreated and barricaded himself in. Eula's brother Dave is behind the door. I don't know. I like any of these. I might not have discovered the thing yet. Nope. Not discovered the last document and testimony for that one. Okay. Where is Arneson currently? I think the raccoons actually try to take care of raccoons, maybe. No, maybe not. I don't know about the letter from Kafka. Okay. So I guess we cannot solve that yet either. Jeez, horror store, right?
Davy, please open the door.
After all this, Holmes, I doubt the young man would open the door to a stranger.
Hey, Povax, welcome. Just woke up. Well, we've done a fair bit since you woke up. The first part of the stream, we solved what was left of that Cole guy down at the bayou. Basically, turned out that he and his brother William had, I think they originally at some point had their weapons, like the rifles and stuff, confiscated by the sheriff. And William, the brother, not the guy we talked to, decided that they needed to go to a warehouse and steal the weapons anyway. Even though they'd been confiscated, he's like, no, we're going to take them. So, he did. He went with Cole. So Cole and William went together. And they got spotted. And the sheriff killed William. But because of where he was sitting, watching out and stuff, like, Cole was supposed to watch out for his brother. But the angle where he was behind some barrels, but the angle he had prevented him from seeing the sheriff coming. So the sheriff killed his brother, but the barrels also kept Cole hidden from the sheriff's view. So when he saw his brother dead, and then saw he had the chance to run, Cole ran to escape. But Cole, ever since then, felt really guilty about everything. In the meantime, Zora, William's wife, so William's the one who died, so William's wife, she sold herbs and stuff. She was upset with Cole. She blamed Cole for William's death. So when we explain what happened at the crime scene, now basically Cole, over time, will hopefully eventually forgive himself. And Zora, hopefully over time, will forgive Cole. And then hopefully they can talk and grieve together and, kind of heal. They're not technically family anymore because Zora was family through marriage, but they're kind of family. So hopefully they can heal those family bonds. So that was the end of that side quest we had over by the docks first. Then, since then, we came over here on the main quest to the Arneson Mansion. And, basically, so we found a horse outside dying of thirst because it had not received water. We found water and gave it to the horse. So the horse is going to be okay. But the horse did not get water because the person who's supposed to take care of the horse, go to the stables to take care of the horse, his name is Davy. He's mute, so obviously he's not going to answer the door. That's why when we talked to the door, Watson's like, "You really going to answer the door, Watson?" Or Holmes, I mean. Anyway, but so he's mute. But so Davy basically witnessed a dual murder, or actually a triple murder. So let me really briefly. There was a guy over here sitting in a chair reading. Killer came in through from the backyard through here, had a knife that looks a lot like, do we have the picture? Looks a lot like the knife this guy has. Now, I'm not saying it's this guy, we don't know for sure, but it looks like this knife this guy had, a curved dagger. Okay, so the killer came over here before this man sitting down reading had a chance to do anything. The killer grabbed a candlestick off of here, swung it, and hit the guy over the head. The guy fell, his cigar landed here and burned some paper up, so we have a partial note left from that. With the commotion that happened here, over here in the kitchen, there was a cook and a gardener were having tea. They heard the clank from the candlestick, so they went to investigate. They both ran over here. When they came here, the killer saw them and jumped up and ran at this guy here, the gardener. Stabbed him with a knife in the chest and killed the gardener. But then, in the course of that, the cook ran back toward the kitchen. The man, after he stabbed the guy, was fast enough, he was able to catch up to her about here. Didn't have his knife anymore, so he grabbed a cleaver off the counter and killed her with a cleaver. So triple murder. Meant to kill the one guy at the fireplace, but then ended up killing the gardener and the cook as well because they were witnesses. Then the killer came back here, grabbed the body, and dragged it all the way back out to the yard to dispose of the evidence, probably. Took it out to the docks, where some combination of alligators, probably, and raccoons, because raccoons would, just see it as food, little bits of pieces of the person left over from the... So the alligators mostly took care of the body, and then what was left of the body, the raccoons started nibbling on and stuff. And that's pretty much what's going on here. We don't know who this person was, if this was Arneson or somebody else. And then Davy, the mute stable keeper, he heard things are... He heard, because he's not deaf, he's mute, right? So he heard it also. He came out, saw what happened, and got really nervous, dropped the candlestick he was holding here, he was carrying, ran back into the room and barricaded him inside the room, or locked himself in the room or whatever, so the killer couldn't get to him. Now, I don't know if that happened. I think that probably by the time Davy got out here, the gardener and cook were over here. So the killer probably noticed them and went after them. Davy was lucky in that way. The killer didn't notice him, I think. But Davy was scared enough, he went back into the room and locked himself inside. That means, though, Davy's been inside there scared the entire time since, which is why the horse was not watered. And so, also why when we first approached the manor at the gates, his sister was there, really worried. Like, I've not heard from my brother Davy. He helps out Mr. Arneson on his property. Can you look for him? I'm really worried. He's disappeared. Well, now we know where Davy is. So sounds like Davy's okay. He's just barricaded inside. I get when I find enough clues, I get random awards and the wards basically are in the form of like extra outfits you can wear. And I thought this was an awesome outfit to, to have him wear. So he wants to bear his chest because he's that kind of a Holmes, I guess. How am I gonna get? So probably one of these other things. Let me see. Maybe this. Let's see if I can do this.
Davy, please open the door.
No.
Davy, please open the door.
Nope. Nope. Still no, huh? So I either need to find a key, which is possible, or I need to tell him something else. Magnetic basil must be activated to open the lock. Oh, it might actually be here too. Let me see. No, not there. Okay, yeah, these are scenes from the crime. He did say it was on the study door also, which could mean... Ah, here. Lock A-shaped peculiar form. A-shape. We find anything with an A-shape? Not convinced that we did. Could also be in another room. Doesn't have to be in here, obviously. Let's try another room upstairs. Maybe there's some item like a... looks like a book stamp or something that maybe has an A on it, or an A shape on it. Not seeing it in here. Probably, I wouldn't think in the bathroom, but it could be. Let's see. Plants, no. Could be downstairs also, it's possible. It's hard to say. We don't know what they would have done with it. Don't see it up here. All the flies from the food that obviously has been sitting there since the cook was killed. Let's see the lock or whatever. Study room on the first floor has an interesting painting. There's a hidden lock on its surface. What if we go back out there if one of the fingers has like a ring that might open the door? Found several severed fingers, unfortunately, on the way. Maybe we'll find something that still has something useful. Those are the shoes of the assailant. Probably, both on the way up to the mansion and then also coming back as they were dragging the body or similar.
A scrap of silk, soft and elegant.
I don't know. Maybe there is not more out here. It's worth a shot, but I guess we struck out. Not even on this handprint.
These fingers were severed with a single clean stroke, but I don't see the thumb or middle finger.
Yeah, thumb or middle finger is strange. So I thought at some point we saw additional fingers, did we not? Pretty sure somewhere we saw more fingers. Was it somewhere along here? That's the candle and candle wax. It's not fingers. He didn't find a middle finger because he wanted to give one to his attacker. That's right. You've seen, I'm assuming you've seen the John Wick movies? If you have, you remember at the very end of the third one? Kind of what your comment reminded me of. Yeah, I don't, so strange. How is there... How can the painting lock be opened? Does it mean Davy has it? Is that what it is? No. Dying horse? Don't have enough observations to solve this one either, apparently. We're close. Not enough. So I'm apparently been oblivious to something somewhere. Anything off of the boar statue. No, with the bookcase. Very strange to me. There must be like just this one spot that I've not searched. There's like just this little spot somewhere. And it's really small. So it's gonna take a lot of wandering until I encounter it or something. See, this has keys on the door, so I thought maybe there's something in the bedroom, but I didn't see any additional clues when I was here before. Yeah, see, you got an A on it.
A dashing portrait of Mr. Arneson.
See, I need to find, I think, a finger. Or that's what I was thinking earlier. So it must be on, like, his finger, right? But I don't see... I don't know. Strange. I swear there were fingers, though. Where were the other fingers? I saw... Because I remember earlier on commenting about fingers as well, right? Were those out at the stables where the horse was? Still can't go out the front door. Fine, we'll go out the back. I don't care. Doesn't matter that big of it. Doesn't make that big of a deal.
There's blood here.
Yeah, so there's blood, but there are not fingers. Where were the other fingers? I swear we saw a couple of spots, not just the one. Not there. Okay.
Dear God! Watson, quick! Get her down.
Well, that was unexpected.
Ligature marks on her neck. There'll be a bruise, but she should be okay.
Note with threats. Do you think that in this city, the life of one English detective is worth more than that of a maidservant? Final warning, Mr. Holmes. Grub.
Doctor? Watson, speak to me. How is she?
We were just in time, Holmes. Eula is stable, but lucky to be alive. We should take her to a hospital for a further examination.
Yes. I fear I was wrong, Watson. The sheriff is not a man to be underestimated. To lynch an innocent woman just to send a message, it's evil. We're not safe in this city, nor is anyone around us.
Then we must not dawdle. Help me get Eula to her feet.
No, no. I will not leave here without Davy.
Miss, please, we must get you help.
No, I will not be deterred. I will get my brother and bring him home.
If my deductions are correct, Davy lies behind this door. He ought to be unhurt, but is no doubt shaken.
Davy. Davy, you there?
Davy, we understand what you witnessed before. It's safe now. You're safe. Please, let us in. Your sister wants to see you.
Everything will be all right, I promise.
Yeah, them gentlemen speak the truth. Just open the door. Big sister's here for you. Davy! Oh, come here, you! Thanks, sirs. Lord bless your souls.
Let me examine him, miss. I want to make sure he is unharmed.
Remember, he may be mute, but he still understands you.
Red Eyes hasn't slept for days, yeah. Healing bruise, days old, insignificant. Are you sure it's insignificant? I guess. Shallow breathing, alarmed and agitated. Torn pocket, old clothes were active. Pale and haggard, starving, in shock. Dave's been left starving for the last 5 days, barricaded inside his room in fear for his life. Fortunately, he's physically unharmed. Davey has lived a good life as a child in this mansion. He has a fresh bruise from a fall or a bump. The torn pocket is just a result of his active lifestyle. Or he's physically unharmed. However, Davey hadn't been treated well before the terrible events that led to Arneson's disappearance. Bruise on his hands as a result of being hit. Dave was given only old and torn clothes to wear. I don't think so. Not based on that photo showing Davy like with Mr. Arneson as if like Arneson cared for him like a son. I don't believe he was abused at all. I think he was treated very well here, actually.
Davy seems in good health. The bruise is a remnant of that awful night, perhaps even caused by the intruder, but he is otherwise unharmed. In fact, I believe life here was good for the boy.
Arneson and the others cared for Davy. That may have allowed him to withstand such horrors. I need your help, Davy. We know that the man with the curved dagger is responsible for all this. You recognized the man, yes? The same one in the photograph in the office upstairs, standing with Arneson. Good. Please, write his name. And one last thing. The room with an image of a bell on its door may hold important answers. Do you know a way in? Yes. I think I've got it. You have been very helpful, Davy.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and save that here. We're almost done with this particular scene. And then we'll move on. Now, we might still have to deal with Grub at some point, unfortunately. He's not exactly just some idle threat in this game. So that's potentially going to be an interesting thing. We'll find out what goes with that. He obviously first threatened us at the auction, but he's been paying attention to us the whole time, so that's not great. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Silhouette, Alpha Fox, Monmouth, anybody else who's watched her. Oh, Mr. What was your name? Mr. Random. Also, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. I will be streaming again in just over 11 hours from now. Hope I can see you guys next time, whenever you can make it. Till then, appreciate the support. Peace. Poor spider. This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.